Blade of Fathoms Fury Discovery. Jeff stepped onto the salt-kissed docks of Fog Harbor, Maine in the bitter dawn of 1943. His breath formed ragged clouds above chipped blue paint and rust-spotted lobster traps. Inside the Swan's Feather Inn kitchen, he was the lowly line cook, constant bruises on his knuckles, a permanent stain under his nails. Every order sent him into a panic. His mind fogged, direction slipped away like smoke. He'd practiced slicing onions until dawn, but the simplest recipe always felt beyond his grasp. He believed his hands betrayed him. Raised in a makeshift orphanage down the coast, Jeff never absorbed lessons the way other children did. He flinched at measured teaspoons and precise minutes, his memory a leaky sieve. Every critique from head chef Donovan seared like hot steel across his confidence. And still, tucked deep inside, burned an ember of ambition. To stand behind the grandest stoves of New York, to have critics whisper his name with reverence rather than scorn. One rain-soaked evening, Jeff rummaged through a dusty storeroom of broken china and tarnished cookware. Beneath a tattered tarpaulin, he unearthed a slender knife wrapped in oil-dark leather. Its blade shimmered with veins of pale blue light, as if ice itself had been folded into steel. When he unwound the leather, a distant hum pulsed through his veins, and the lamplit pantry seemed to inhale in astonishment. He felt for the first time a whisper of control. Ascension. The next morning, Jeff returned to his station with the blade glittering at his belt. His first slice through a carrot was precise as a surgeon's incision. No jagged edges, no hesitation. He tasted a spoonful of his own broth and nearly wept. It was as if the sea breeze and pine forests of Maine danced on his tongue. Orders once muddled in his head now assembled themselves into elaborate courses. Word of his uncanny turnaround spread faster than wildfire in a pantry. Locals flocked to the Swan's Feather, hungry for Jeff's newfound genius. He watched them savor every bite, their eyes widening in delight. Pride warmed him, but beneath it lay something darker, a greed that clawed at his ribs. He craved more applause, more awe, more proof he was worthy, and the knife answered. It pulsed in his hand during late-night prep, guiding his cuts with preternatural grace. Its hum grew louder, an undercurrent to his thoughts, urging him to push further. He experimented with forbidden combinations, seaweed and juniper, star anise and haddock, until each dish became an orchestration of impossible flavors. He felt unstoppable, intoxicated by his own power. Yet like Tetsuo in the fabled Akira saga, he sensed this force inside him warping his mind. Imaginary knives floated at the corners of his vision. Recipes blurred into half-remembered spells. Occasionally he awoke in a sweat, convinced the blade had whispered secrets he wasn't meant to know. Still he returned every night, lured by